Hello everybody, Anachronistic ALLOS here, also known as Sketchum Creations. Today we're back in Portal 2. In the last episode, we got so close to escaping, but Wheatley betrayed us, and he smashed us down this giant pit. And he also put Gladys into a potato battery, and then the crow carried her off. A lot happened. If you've not seen Portal 2 before, you just missed a lot in the last episode. Anyways, though. Now we're in this underground area, trying to find out where we've gone. We went quite a long ways down, cut several thousand meters if you were paying attention to the signage as we were falling. So let's see what's going on here. It's very glum and foggy down here. Then again, winter visits an aperture not foggy. Dirt sticking out of the ground. Isn't this just spacious and vast? A lot of trusses up there. What's going on here? I always get to turn around for a second here. Like, I lose my orientation where we're going. We go this way. It's like an aqueduct, almost, except it's just like a trash pit. Music ramps up. This is the menu screen for this act of the game. What's going on down here? All these big pillars. Does it say Tartaros 09? Why is it Tartaros, not Tartarus? You can still see modern aperture above us. Those bits of chamber right there, it was a modern aperture. Never noticed that before. Huh. Okay. So right, you move forward a bit, walk on this bit of stone. I wonder if this area was ever used for anything. Keep out, do not enter. I wonder if this area was ever used for anything other than just being here, this white space. Condemned testing area. Warning, this enrichment shaft may contain unsafe quantities of cosmic ray spallation elements. What is that? So, Aperture Science Innovators. I included a little of that new loading screen in the last episode. You know, despite not cleaning loading screens normally. Because it's a nice logo. Condemned. Vitrification Order. Sorry if you hear my chair squeaking in the background. June 15th, 1961. Do not look at, touch, ingest, or engage in conversation with any substances beyond this point. Okay. I'll keep out signs. Now here's a tutorial moment. No, not here yet. Is it having to go up there? No, I guess not. Normally it's around this point in the game that the game tutorializes you on how to use the zoom feature, because you're not required to use it at any point. It just helps you aim better, helps you see better. Yeah, this is normally where the game would first give you the tutorial for that. Anyway, you're supposed to portal over there to see down there, but I can see from here. More cosmic ray spallation elements. Big old tube right here. The backside of these doors. Framing. I wonder if there's a full wall here at one point. Anyways, whoop. We're going ever more downwards. Do not enter. Keep out. Keep out. Something tells me they don't want anybody down here. Probably for lawsuit reasons. Falling even further. Well, I can see Valve fixed the game slightly because some time ago, not that long ago, there was an update to the Portal 2 that broke the stone texture. It broke the shininess. It was way too shiny. It's like if you had broken cube maps. All stone textures were like that. Seems like they fixed it though. You need to pull a lever. Oh, that's a big door. There's hanging wires. 2 and 1. Is there ever a 1? Abandonment hatch to Test Shaft 09, Zulu Bunsen. Do not enter. Sealed in at the same date as his poster back there. Here, we got a button. Hatch Reclusion Override. In the event of flooding, seek air pockets. That's not encouraging. But before we press the button, go to the other side. Here. Supplementary Hatch Reclusion Override. You need to press both of these within the time limit, which will be on the screen. I like how you can see the neon lines. Nice little touch. All that giant door just to contain this tiny little door. I think it's an intentional little joke by the developers. Anyways, though, rather ominous door within a door. What could be so dangerous behind there? They had sealed away like this. Well, I guess it's their job to see that, since we don't have any other way to go. These pipes actually flowing. I can hear the flow. I don't think I've ever noticed that either. Is it water or is it something else we'll be seeing later? Who knows? Some chairs here. Man, who would actually sit here, be stationed here, at this door? It's a very dreary place to be stationed, you know? Not the best work spot. Taking the model with salt in the back. Here's push bar door. It's a nice model. Well, isn't this a little interesting place? We're in a giant vista of toxic goo. Tasty. So the platform we're on is slightly tilted. Caution, do not lean on railing. You can't tell me what to do. Ugh. Danger, disintegration by water. I wonder, was this toxic goo ever? Well, that's dangerous. Dip a toe in the water. Was this toxic goo ever an intentional testing element by Aperture? Or did it just happen to come into being from all the tests? Sparking cables. Is there Half-Life 2? We have to worry about that. Oh, sparks. Just destroyed domes of water. There's a big Aperture sign over there. We'll get a better look at that later. They're ominous though. These catwalks that go absolutely nowhere. 1952 is when this area was made. Pardon? Something just fell in the water. This door has been blasted open. Keep out. Contamination area. Oh, it sounds like just the place to go. Vitrified door. See if there's anything else over here. Notice, experiment discontinued. Contamination area. To test chambers 1 through 200. Note itself, I backed away in the one place there wasn't a handrail. You know, go me. You know, me and my itchy trigger fingers, pushing all the buttons. Underground train to test shafts 1 through 8. Interesting. Walk behind here. There's a whole lot more nothing. I almost did it again. Are you serious? Like, look at how tiny that gap in the railing is. How did I do that again? Right, I spared you the entire walk of shame across the catwalk. I'll just go forward. Collapsed in doorway. Can I take this wheel? Am I stuck? No, I'm not stuck. Can I take this wheel? Might be handy. Yeah, no. Lock door. Pull lever. Breaker 0135B. Main power for the entranceway, automated doors, lobby, and test lounge. Something about main PC power or something? I don't know. Anyway, pull.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
And now we've been introduced to the best character in Portal 2, Cave Johnson, and also his assistant, Carolyn. He has a lovely voice, head of Aperture. Welcome to the future of tomorrow. Aperture Science Innovators, established 1947, I think that's what it says. Man, the decay in the sign is just gross. It's a cigarette tray. You don't need a smoke, you know, to participate in Aperture tests. Here's the main lift to surface. We are on sub-level 193, apparently. However, notice, please excuse the inconvenience. This elevator is out of service until... Yeah, I wonder if they forgot to label that, the Aperture employees, or if it's just got closed off in such a hurry, such a rush, they didn't even bother. You know, it's just probably the latter, actually. Code door. The weird thing about this code door model is that you assume this side right here is the hand, quote-unquote, handle side. The hinge is here. I always think this is the hinge, though. This little things on the side. They might just be like latches. They won't lock the door. Anyways, though. So this is where test subjects to enter at this point in time. The V is shaded out. You know, take this catwalk to get to the testing area, but catwalk's a little bit broken, as you can see. You think of something else. Also, here is this big sign right here, Aperture Science Innovators. It's a nice logo. It is different circle logo. They had this little like molecule thing in it, but it fell out. So you may notice that when you walked in, the little molecule fell out. It was supposed to draw your attention to where we're supposed to go. As they say, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out. Woo! Crash. Probably a little flight assistance there, because we went off in an angle.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Well, unfortunately for us, all the lines seem to have been worn away. Unless you count these as lines right here. It's the lines in the... I'm hesitant to call it the carpet. Anyways, though, here's Cave himself. Look at him. Isn't he this... a smiling beacon of science? I know how to words, obviously. You're in a words case. The Up Pioneer Press. Local entrepreneur by a salt mine. Cave Johnson to bring science industry to Upper Michigan. The future is here, and it's under the Earth's crust, says Science Maverick. So there's a bit of lore that Aperture is built within the salt mine, in case you didn't get it before. A bunch of awards. Aperture Fixtures, which is the original name of the company. Cave Johnson, shower curtain salesman of 1943. the Science and Business Institute of America, in something, is proud to present this award for Best New Science Company to Aperture Science in the year of 1947. Signatures. Spirit of Idaho National Potato Board Award for the promotion of potato science. And Mechanical Engineering World Journal's Top 100 Applied Science Companies. 1949 Aperture Science, number 2. I'll give you 5 seconds to bet who number 1 is. Anyways, Spirit of Idaho National Potato Board for the promotion of potato science, 1955. Cave Johnson, shower curtain salesman of 1943, Aperture Fixtures. U.S. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year, runner-up, 1952. And U.S. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year, runner-up, 1954. Again, I will give you 5 seconds to guess who number 1 is. Also, somebody had to specifically make potato and shower curtain trophies for Aperture. Just think about that. Anyways, though, a little waiting room here. More cigarette trays. These big recliner chairs. These kind of nice chairs. Just clean them up a little bit and they'll be fine. Sit in. Just take a seat. Hashtag no buns. That's a reference right there. Lamp. Oh, there's not much waiting to be done here, so let's just keep moving forward. All these round lamps. You're going to think that I could use these lamp models elsewhere. So you're thinking about porting in the future. Maybe even later today. Here's my jump here. Use an elevator. Please wait for attendant to begin lift. Thank you. Elevator control. Okay, we're going to hold off on that for a second. Can I crouch through here? I can. Avoid collision. So there's that other big Aperture sign. It's collapsed into the goo. This sign's seen better days as much as everything else has. A bunch of these cables right here, connected to this one dome in the water. What am I supposed to? What are these small domes anyways? Are they prototypes for that? Because they seem a bit small to be related to that. That's above us. As for what is above us, well, we'll see that in a second. I'm not falling to this railing. See, can I see from here? I can, kind of. Anyways, I think you can kill yourself here if you're standing in the wrong place when you activate this lift. So, do be careful. Oh, that just fizzled my portals. Can I shoot another one from here? Yeah, I can. Probably fizzles your portals because there's a puzzle solution coming up next. Caution, do not fall down elevator shaft. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Anyways, though, we're up here now. And that right there looks like the place to go. Pump Station Alpha. So let's see if we're going to fling out of there, but before we do that, there's a little something going on over here. Vitrified doors.
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
If you're running out of gas to your car, turn your own blood into gas. It's a great solution. Save on fossil fuels.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be coal. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen.
Now that just sounds painful. It sounds like passing a kidney stone, except it's a lot of them. Now, I've never done that myself. I've never known anybody who did. I only heard about it in passing. But it sounds extremely unpleasant. And having the same experience but with coal, yeesh, I don't like that.
Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Isn't this just lovely? Anyway, so we'll leave that. Should move our portal up top. You get downwards a little bit. You need to find an opening in the shaft. That's what was orange. So right here, what we do is portal surface down there. Make a jump for it. And don't miss the portal. Whee. Crash. And look at that. Wasn't that a successful jump? Despite the catwalk didn't break underneath us, there's not really a whole lot left supporting it. There's big tanks around here. Look at there before. We're heading to a pump station. Is it just me or this part of the model untextured? Have I ever noticed this before? I don't know. Pump station alpha, huh? Know your allergens. Pollen, animal dander, plastics, and antimatter. Of course, everyday average materials you'd find anywhere. Know your hazardous materials. Don't touch anything unfamiliar. People in horror movies could learn a lot from this poster. And know your chemical hazards. Do not inhale fumes, no matter how good they smell. You hear that, all of you out at the gas stations while you're filling up in your tanks? Don't inhale the fumes. Anyway, so. By the way, how bleak must it have been back in the... Oh, it's not solid. How bleak must have been back in the day, working in offices in this area where you have to work all on a typewriter. This ancient phone. Did he even have connections? Anyways. Pump station alpha. It's blue. Gel pressure control. So we're going to release the gel. Does this dial actually turn? No, it does. I've never noticed that before. The little dial on the turret. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen the dial anywhere else. Huh. That's a nice touch. Anyways, though, it opens the door as well. Got lots of liquid flowing noises. By the way, this texture, was there a door here they bricked up? Or is it something else? I'm rather curious. Anyways, though, locked door over there. It's actually in the wall. Sometimes people do a thing with these doors where they put them against the wall. I think it looks like it might have happened here as well with Valve. It's against the wall, it's not convincing at all, it's actually a real door. Safety first. Together we can make 1956 the lowest unexpected casualty annum ever. We go walk in the tube. This confused me the first time I played Portal 2, because I didn't think you could walk in the tubes, or you should. That's what you're supposed to do.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
You probably shouldn't be holding hands in these times, you know? Here is an elevator. Going up into the sphere.
Alright, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Got a new testing element up ahead, repulsion gel. But before that, you got a little map right here. Salt Asbestos Curtain, Aperture Science Innovators, Navigational Directory. You are here. So it looks like there's 9 shafts in this salt mine, and we're in the 9th one. You saw back there was a door to shafts 1 through 8. A little bit of world building, or rather facility building. You think about it, this facility is a whole world. Some of the constructs in Aperture. So here, how many spheres are there in this track? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shafts, each with 9 spheres. Portal Story as well expanded on this a little bit by using some other shafts in its locale. These are inside a giant sphere now made out of polys. Remember, this test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science portable quantum tunneling device. If you have not received one, please find a test associate before participating in any Shaft 09 enrichment activities. Now, good luck getting out of here to find one. Also, that's the original portal gun, apparently. It's a giant backpack thing for the hose tube that you shot the portals out of. I think I saw someone I know on Steam feed who was trying to recreate the original portal gun. I don't know if you should be talking about that though, so I'll just be vague about it. 1953, Chamber 1, enter. See here we got some blue gel, blue paint. It's blue gel because we had saying before about blue paint. You jump on it. It's bouncy. It's a trampoline thing. Any surface you coat in it, it becomes bouncy. Isn't that fun? There's some more over here. Did you know? Aperture Science fact placard number 4501R, repulsion gel. Did you know repulsion gel was Apter's first attempt to create a dietetic pudding substitute? It's true. The gel is a sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of a dieter's distended stomach and out of his or her mouth. For various reasons, this product was pulled from shelves. Isn't that fun, right there? Can you imagine that, if you ate some of this stuff? Fun times. For more information, consult the following fact placards. Aperture Science repulsion gel lawsuits concerning, and repulsion gel public outrage over. Wonder where those are. Could be a good bit of lore. Our portal surfaces here, a lot more wooden looking. Just portals on up. Got an old floor button, an old ant line. It's all neon. That opens the old aperture door. It appears to work in a little weight system. You see these little blocks by the door, opened by weights. That's fancy. Let's jump across. Momentum. Got an old button and an old cube dropper with an old cube. Everything is all old here. Got the old aperture cube. It looks a lot more primitive than the modern cube. It's like a wooden box with like whatever this is, so stapled to the sides, stapled and nailed. What is this material? Like sandpaper? I don't know. Put on the button, and we're good to go. This arrow's a little crooked.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Now you tell them, Cave. Also, this right here is something to make a note about. Here's a character called Bob the Janitor. I don't remember if he's a canon character or if he's just made up by the mapping community. But here's a character called Bob the Janitor, which is a character who puts up all these like markings in the test chambers, spray painted in orange, marking off things that need to be fixed. I have no idea what this indicates. The wall's weak. You know. Whenever you see the orange spray paint like that, it's Bob the Janitor. Some nice orange fluorescent lights. Alright, catwalk here is broken yet again. Probably dissolved in the goo, so these are portals. Go this way, little optional bit of nothing. Here's a little office. It doesn't have a purpose, it's just part of the world building. Though again, this would be a rather dreary workplace. It's like, you're just looking at nothing, a little typing away in a typewriter, and occasionally getting a call on the phone. Yeah, that's a little depressing. It's like, I guess they were using up as much space as they could, like waste not whatnot. Like, I would not want to work in that office, secluded away in this enrichment sphere.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
What the heck are you doing in your folding chairs, Cave? Anyways, though, come down here, get a cube. Also, I think you can get crushed here, and the cube can get crushed too. If you wedge it in between these, like this. Yeah. I think you can die from that as well. Take this cube. It's like the prototype of the moving platforms in Portal 1. long as this is all been running, this equipment. Anyways, you're gonna put this up here. Put this up here. And it flips that bit of panel right there so you can portal onto it. Now, more momentum. Kind of. You can just say momentum for that. Anyways, here, here's the fun part with the propulsion gel. Wall bouncing. It's like Mario, eat your heart out. It's like the answer to the wall kicks. Hey, oh, that's a hole. I will just walk right into that. Put this here. It flips that panel up there. So now we do one final fancy jump. I just walk backwards to the Fizzler. Fancy jump. Oh. Okay, I brushed my feet. There's Bob again.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
You know, that doesn't bode well for how often you actually do get covered in repulsion gel in any Portal 2 map. Anyways, though, I'm gonna cut it off right there. So next time we'll continue through Cave Johnson's tests and try to find a way forward and back to, well, getting towards the modern facility again. So my name is anachronistic ALLOS, also known as Sketching Creations, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.